Listen, he's developed a lot.
Yeah,
he's developed a lot. From the day he's first come onto the scene till now. You can see he's been in the gym, he's been grafting.
His whole style's changed.
Yeah. You know what it is though. I don't think it has changed. Yeah, you're right. But I think in the beginning, his mind wanted to do it, but the body wasn't there.
Okay,
but now it's like everything's in sync and it's all just flowing.
All muscle memory now, and not just doing what, not thinking about it.
Yeah,
just being natural now.
Yeah, it's not doing.
Dillian Whyte knocks out Alexander Povetkin in the 4th round. It was a good fight, a lot of action. How did you rate Dillian's performance?
It was a good performance. He went out there, showed me intention straight off the bat. He wasn't being sensitive at all. And I think he got Povetkin's respect straight away. Although they had a delay for Povetkin being ill, I think Dillian Whyte's power was just a problem. And it just goes to show Povetkin he ain't got that, not stamina, but punch resistance anymore. I think that's gone out the window. But credit to Dillian Whyte, got the job done back in the mix amongst the top heavyweights. Yes, onwards upwards for him.
Dillian, he did what he had to do, but I'm still a bit disappointed. Like you said with Povetkin, before the AJ fight, I was saying Povetkin's legs are gone. I don't know how badly COVID affected him, but I did not think it was there. Even the first round, Dillian would miss and Povetkin would be out of balance. Like he would just be falling all over the ring. And I thought he was just there for the taking. I thought it would have been an easier fight. There are certain times where White, obviously if you let off a long combo, you're going to get tired, isn't it? But I thought Povetkin was just there for the taking the whole fight.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But again, look, Dillian done everything right the first fight. And then he got caught by a punch that, fair enough, it was set up from round 1, but left to the body, then he switched it to left uppercut. Povetkin is someone who's always dangerous. So although he was there for taking, there's no need to take on any unnecessary risks. Just break them down, wear them down, and then get them out of there. That was a must-win fight for him. Otherwise, there was literally no hope of world title talks in the future. But yeah, no, he done what he needs to do.
Talking of world titles, WBC said they might sanction him versus Wilder. Obviously, he's got the WBC interim belt.
Who's Wilder? Oh, sorry.
White.
Okay, yeah.
Fury and AJ, obviously, they're about to fight. So, him versus Wilder. You think, based on that performance, he can do with Wilder?
Nah, I mean, Wilder's a completely different kettle of fish to Povetkin. He brings something completely different. You know what? It's funny because Dillian Whyte's boxing ability is so much better than Wilder's, but that equalizer is a problem. And I don't think he's got that movement to get away from Wilder's right hand, especially for that duration of a 12-round fight.
You'll have to get to Wilder first.
And I mean, to be honest with you, I've only ever seen Dillian Whyte hurt with an uppercut. And that's not necessarily one of Wilder's fortes. He's just a straight right hand or wing punches.
Well, that's been hurt by a lot more punches, though. You watch him against White.
I'm talking about taking out, though.
I've seen him hit with a few right hands. I've heard him.
Yeah.
Well, I heard about taking out, but I've seen him hit with a few right hands and sort of wobbled. And that's literally Wilder's bread and butter. It's the only thing he can do.
Yeah. But I think that fight is going to be. Let's just say it's sanctioned next, because I can't imagine Wilder's going to come back with a stepping stone fight. I reckon he's going to go straight back into the mix, because I don't think he'd want to risk taking a loss against someone he's not meant to lose to. If he was to take that fight, I imagine it actually being really cagey, just because they both got too much to lose.
Yeah, 100%. And neither man to get hit by the other, isn't it?
No.
Wilder's always cagey as it is. He likes to keep at range, wait for the right hand. Obviously, don't know really how to box, so he's always taking his time, isn't it?
And he's someone who's dangerous when he's hurt, or he sees the other person is taking that backward step.
But to be fair though, he's 6'7", White's like 6'4". That's gonna be tough for White to come on the inside of him anyway.
But you know what it is? White's jab so much better, he's gonna get on the inside.
Yeah, I heard that.
Because I mean, Wilder can't parry no jab. He can't.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to keep the range, innit?
Right, I've not even seen him slip a punch. I've been falling on the canvas.
His hand placement is so bad, isn't it?
It's poor, man. My guy's flapping that his defense like this. He's doing a TikTok challenge.
Yeah. He's made millions from boxing and all that, innit? That's what that power does for you, innit? Talk about power. Francis Ngannou, he said that he sees a path for himself in boxing. That he's always a boxing fan. MMA worked out for him, but he wanted to do the boxing.
That guy's an animal. Yeah. Oh my days, yeah. You know what it is? Because he's that stand-up sort of fighter, I would actually like to see him in boxing. Because I think he causes problems.
100%.
I think he causes problems.
I think where people get a bit wrong is, I'm not saying the guy ain't got no power. When you have them little MMA gloves and you're 265 pounds and you hit that hard, as soon as you touch someone, they've gone over. And in boxing, will be different. But at the same time, no matter how big his gloves are, as soon as he touches Adrian's chin, it's over.
Yeah, no, of course.
It's straight over.
The only thing that I'll be interested to see is his conditioning for boxing. Because obviously you've seen the transition, one going to the other and then MMA coming to boxing. And the stamina is so different. And it'll be good to see what his endurance is like in the boxing ring, because he might be explosive for 2 rounds and then he's gassed out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you probably get most people out there in 2 rounds, to be fair, but I can't see him going any 12-round fights.
How do you see him fighting Dillian Whyte?
I can't disrespect Whyte like that. I mean, Ngannou's not had a pro boxing fight yet, so. But I think again, if Francis hit anyone, they're going to see.
Yeah.
If he hits anyone. But I say with Dillian wins it just off ability.
Yeah. How big is Ngannou? Do you know how tall he is?
6'4".
6'4". Yeah, they're the same height.
No, but he's
265.
His back's wide, man. His back's wide.
No, I'm not the same height.
He's probably got like a 30-inch neck, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's a long night, man. Jesus.
There's a boxer Billy look a lot better though.
Yeah. I've seen him doing some little clips with Tyson as well, getting some advice. No, it looks like he could be a problem.
He seems like a sponge, and I reckon if he trained boxing purely for a long time, he'll be very good at it.
Listen, if they give him a fight date now, and he had 7 months to prepare for it, not like Conor McGregor, who had the best part of 2 years to train for Mayweather to slap him in the back of his head. No, I think he causes problems.
Yeah. Another potential big fight, Terence Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao. Apparently that's in the works after.
I would love to see that fight. Love to see it. Unfortunately, for me, it's a little too late for Pacquiao to win that fight, in my opinion. You'll never put it past him because he is a world champion and he can pull it out of the bag, like he did with Keith Thurman. But to me, Terence Crawford, he is the man. Like, skill-wise, everything in the bag, the guy's unbeaten still. Already undisputed, cleaned up at a super lightweight. Now he's looking to do it at welterweight. To me, in that Pacquiao-Thurman fight, Pacquiao faded after 6.
Yeah, 100%. Thurman came out late.
That's where the age is starting to show now. Whereas Pacquiao will do it all for 12 rounds, he ain't got that engine anymore. So again, against what's his name, Crawford, he'll probably be lively again for first 6, but Crawford is someone, he's a tactician, he's going to break you down and then he's going to pounce. So he might even face Pacquiao as a southpaw and then go orthodox. No, I can't see him winning that. In the same way, I wouldn't see Pacquiao beating Spence either at the minute.
No, Spence is too big, too powerful for Pacquiao, isn't it? Especially with Pacquiao, those guys have the footwork to counteract him, innit? Especially Pacquiao at this age, his footwork ain't what he used to be.
It's more static. And I think when you've gone your whole career, I mean, you've seen some of the best footwork boxers go their whole career dancing around people. Like, look at Roy Jones. But then when he gets to the point where their reflexes and everything starts to slow down, that's when they get caught and found out because they've not had that in their locker throughout their career, but they've made up for it through other stuff.
You consider Manny Pacquiao having wars in 2003.
Yeah. Oh my God.
In 2021, trying to fight pound for pound the top 3 boxer, innit?
Yeah, no, I can't see it. I mean, I'd like to see him get that last big payday. But yeah, I can't see it. I think he has to retire after that. What else has he got left to prove?
He's got nothing left to prove. So why is he fighting nothing?
I don't know. You know what it is? Some people, they're just so in love with a sport and can't let it go. But we've heard that story too many times. They went on for too long. And I'd rather see him leave the sport healthy than stay there too long. And he gets serious consequences. He's got his country behind him. He's a not prime minister, he's a governor, whatever he is. You got a life after boxing. He doesn't need to stay in there and do that.
You reckon if he gets knocked out, he'll retire?
You know, I don't know with him. I mean, I've not heard retirement talks from him. I think he'll just go. You know what it is? I don't know if he's actually fighting for himself anymore. I think he just, whatever he's getting, I think he's probably building something in the Philippines just for his people. I don't even think it's for him anymore.
Yeah. Remember a while back he had tax problems though.
Did he?
Yeah. Bad one. Apparently decided to leave Top Rank and that's why he left them.
You know what it is? I think once you got to that level of income, yeah, tax is a problem, but there's always ways around it. That I'm sure he's probably finding loopholes left, right,
the
center.
IRS, if you owe the money, then you owe the money, innit?
Well, where's his citizenship? Is it the same? Is it the Philippines or is it? Oh,
I don't know. But for Crawford, it'll be good for him though, for his legacy. He'll become a big name instantly. I reckon if he beats Pacquiao and knocks him out, he'll become the A side against Spence.
The thing is, he has to knock Pacquiao. He can't go there and just get a points decision because he'll be like, oh, you went just a points decision with Manny Pacquiao. An old Manny Pacquiao as well. What everyone's going to be doing, whereas this is the now new king of the welterweight clash. Fair enough, it's not because of Spence, but the last one was Pacquiao Mayweather. Straight away, that comparison is going to be there. So for me, he has to go there and completely dominate because now this isn't a prime Pacquiao. This is an over-the-hill Pacquiao that could have retired after his last World Championship fight.
I don't think he's fought in when was that K-Family fight? 2 years ago now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, at least.
Yeah, it's a lot of ring rust as well.
Of
course, he's been active.
The age is kicking in. And again, much like Povetkin, that punch resistance is not going to be the same.
Especially when he was already a little guy fighting 108 pounds or whatever it was.
Yeah, 108 pounds, but yeah.
That's a lot of juice. That's a lot of juice.
I've had cheeseburgers that weighed more than that.
Orange juice, apple juice, could be any juice, isn't it? The juice that makes your head get bigger, innit? What else? His feet got bigger as well. His calves grew. Everything. And he's got the same size wrists as Vladimir Klitschko.
What?
Yeah.
Either Klitschko's got small wrists or Pacquiao's got big wrists. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't think I was born that way though. I'd have been mad, innit?
Well, imagine
he's developed over time.
Well, sorry for his mum if his head was that big. No one wants the baby's head that big. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit. Let's move on before he gets sued, bro. Carl Frampton was knocked out heavily by Jamal Herring and he retired straight after the fight, thank God. I remember talking to my brother before the fight saying Frampton was small, I think it was 122 pounds. What was his fight? Lightweight? Super feather. So 122 pounds, he was small. 126 pounds, Leo Santa Cruz literally just used his jab in the rematch to beat him. 130 pounds, you're fighting one of the biggest 130 pound fighters ever. It was never really a smart fight to take, innit?
Now, the thing is, to be fair, from a lot of people I was speaking to, they all had Frampton to win, and they had by knockout. I called it. I said Jamal Herring's too big, and he's not just big for nothing. Like he's got boxing ability, he's skillful.
I think sometimes he doesn't always use it to the best of his ability, but he hasn't been fighting guys who are literally 5'4".
Yeah.
You got so much margin for error where it's like you don't have to be the greatest at it. You can just do it. So it was sad to see it though. Frampton used to be one of my favorite fighters.
You know, it is no one wants to see, especially fighters that you've grown up watching get beat and retire in that fashion. You want to see them go out on the win. But again, much like some of these other fighters, you want to see them just see out the career. They've done what they needed to do in boxing. Frampton's not really got anything left to prove. He's already won a world title. But you're doing it just to see. It's a battle with you and yourself, really, just to see how far you can go. But yeah, I mean, to me, off the back of that result, he had to retire because what else is there? Yeah,
because I don't think I make weight because he's quite a chubby guy, so he couldn't have gone back down in weight. He couldn't have won a world title there. He's old, he's been inactive. And
then going up would have been an issue as well. So it's just, yeah, I think the best thing to do is step down.
For the whole build, I wanted to be the first. I think it's the first Irish freeweight champion. Yeah, but clearly didn't work out, innit?
Yeah. I mean, not everyone's meant to go and smash all the records. I mean, he's already done
more than enough.
More than enough, yeah.
I'd still like to see the Leo Santa Cruz trilogy, though.
Yeah. And both coming off the back of losses.
Yeah, exactly.
Both knockouts as well. Money talks, man. Money talks. But I can't, to be honest with you, from just of the feeling I get, I don't think his heart's in it no more.
No, especially when you retire straight off the
and I think it would be dangerous. When you've got that mentality, I'm retiring, to then psych yourself up mentally to go back in one more time, you're not the same animal. Like, look at I mean, fair enough, David Hayes is a different scenario, but when you retire and you come out of boxing and you enjoy your life a little bit, you're not that same animal when you go back into it.
Conor Benn is having another step up against Samuel Vargas. Vargas is a guy who dropped Amir Khan twice. Once.
I've seen it only once. I'd be surprised if it was twice.
Fair enough. It's a good step up for Conor Benn. But I feel like Eddie Hearn's promoting it as if, he's fighting this killer, this world beater. I don't think it's that deep. It's a good learning fight for the guy where he should win, and if he doesn't win, then that tells you a lot. But if he does win, I feel like he's just done his job.
What stage in Amir Khan's career did he fight in?
When Amir Khan recently, so when Amir Khan after I'm a Celebrity, so pretty much I faded Amir Khan.
Yeah. Before he got stopped by Crawford.
Yeah, I think the fight before Crawford.
Went the distance then.
Yeah, I mean, it's truthfully, I've not watched that much of him, but I think they're not going to risk putting Conor Benn in with anyone that he shouldn't beat right now. Yeah. And Conor Benn's an animal anyway. He trains hard, works hard. He's improved every fight. I don't expect it to be an easy fight, but I expect him to do this guy over, probably by knockout, because that's how he's been stopping people.
If Virgil Ortiz knocked out Samuel Vargas in the last year, Louis Collazo beat him in 2019. I didn't know Louis Collazo was still fighting. So, it's someone where you get the experience, a good learning fight, but I don't feel like he should lose at any point.
Yeah, so really, it's just a case of, it's one of Amir Khan's opponents. Like, there's no real big credit to, he's an active killer right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But again, it's a statement. Because the last one, Conor Benn fight was a statement against that. Was it York Hall?
Oh, Sebastian Formella.
Yeah, not Formella. That one was a walk in the park for him.
Paynard, French guy.
Not Paynard. It was after Paynard. Some guy stuck it on Benn, and he got knocked out in York Hall.
In York Hall?
I think it was before Formella. Yeah, this was York Hall.
Juicy Koi Vula, something like that.
Yeah. He come out, just started bully Benn, and then he got beat out, knocked out. But to me, that was a harder fight than the Formella fight.
Yeah, because he's testing you more. Formella just sort of tucked up and took everything, innit? Formella was tough though. He got beat out badly in that fight. And the Porter fight. He's got heart. How far do you see Conor? He's had 17 fights now.
He's been active.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he's going to... Obviously, we've had the Josh Kelly loss, but I think that would have been in the pipeline after this fight. That would have been the big domestic dust-up. But I don't know how that works now, because they might kind of building phase for Josh Kelly. But to be fair, once the fans are back in stadiums, that is another big fight that can get just paid straight away.
But I reckon it's better to take Conor Benn slow, because the way he was when he first fought, I thought it was quite shit. But now you watch him, obviously he had no amateur fights, so it makes sense why he didn't look that good.
He has 17.
Yeah.
He has 17 in Australia.
Does that count?
Listen, he's developed a lot.
Yeah,
he's developed a lot. From the day he's first come onto the scene till now, you can see he's been in the gym, he's been grafting.
His whole style's changed.
Yeah. You know what it is now? I don't think it has changed. Yeah, you're right. But I think in the beginning, his mind wanted to do it, but the body wasn't there. But now it's like everything's in sync and it's all just flowing.
All muscle memory now, and not just doing not thinking about it, just being natural now.
Yeah, it's not doing too much.
That's good. I think if they keep the guys like what's this guy, Samuel Vargas. Not to say I don't like the fight, but like I said, it's a good learning fight. If he keeps going on learning fights, it will become so much better. I just don't like it when they try to sell it to you like, he's about to fight.
Yeah. But again, that's the business we're in. You got to big the fight up to be bigger than what it is. I would like to see him in a big fight. This one is a big fight on paper. But yeah, I'd like to see him for like a Josh Kelly for a British or Jenkins. I know they tried to make that fight. I don't know what reason it fell through. But But yeah, I'd like to see him go for the British title or something now. What's he got? He's got international belt?
WBA international, something like that.
Yeah, I think he needs to go for British or Commonwealth or something like that.
At least in English or something, it's working way up the ranks, isn't it?
But even in English, I don't think, I mean, just through the look of the belt, I think Maxim might look at his, because the casual fan, they think, he's got this gold belt here, but now he's going to go back to this brown and silver belt. To me, just visually, although we know the steps it takes to go to get into the rankings for the British, I don't think he'll go that route.
To be fair, when you're Conor Benn, the British, you'll get the British title fight.
Yeah, you'll get the British title fight, so there's no need to go for that route.
All right. Who's Joe Smith Jr. got?
Vlasov, Maxim Vlasov.
In saying that, what you had? Who's the guy who just fought Congo?
McKinson.
Yeah. So even that fight would be a good fight.
Yes. Maku?
I'm not sure what his name is.
No, I've never heard.
But Congo's opponent, he just took Congo's belt.
Oh, that was a good fight as well.
It was a good fight.
He had Congo, innit?
I think mentioned the name David Afanesian. No one wants David Afanesian.
They're not going to make that for anyone domestically anytime soon.
Conor Benn's not ready for him.
No.
Not even close.
It's peak for him because then Afanesian is not ready for anyone in that top three. So like he's stuck in between like world level and still being better than everyone below him.
Yeah, European, isn't it?
I think there's a big gap there. Obviously Spence Crawford, Pacquiao, even Furman and Sean Porter. I can't see
Vargas as well.
Ugas, Ugas.
It's all a champ now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't see Avanesian. I mean, to be fair, you'd probably give a good fight against Ugas
the style, innit?
and Sean Porter and stuff, but the top, I can't see him doing it. But it just makes it hard. I mean, welterweight's such a stacked division, all levels. So to break out and into that sort of top five, you got to be something special.
I think welterweight, middleweight, there's more people at those weights, isn't it? So the best get filtered out. Yeah, that Jordan.
Alright, it's coming.
Joe Smith Jr. vs Maxim Vlasov is this weekend. It should be a routine fight for Joe Smith. Vlasov is decent, but he's a journeyman at this point. Winner is looking to fight after Beterbiev, who we just saw the other week as well. I just think that would go Joe Smith versus Beterbiev. That'd be two of the biggest punches in the sport fighting each other.
I mean, what's Beterbiev's knockout rate? 99%?
Fight.
Yeah, but 100%. He's a beast. Problem. I mean, I can't sit here and say he's a world's best technician because I've never watched him like that. But he's just someone who's going to break you down. I think Joe Smith, he will box a bit more.
Nah, Joe Smith.
Nah? Then Beterbiev.
Beterbiev's a better amateur than Joe Smith.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a good amateur. I think he beat Klitschko. Not Klitschko. Yeah,
I was going to say, yes.
Kovalev in the amateurs, isn't it? From what I remember.
Fought Usyk twice as well.
Fought Usyk twice. Usyk for everyone, innit? I don't know how you fought Sean Porter. Yeah, exactly. That's the maddest thing.
But again, when you're small and you've got that work rate of Sean Porter, he's just going to get on the inside. Usyk would have been too big to try and fight on the inside with him. So I can literally see that in my head without even watching it.
Yeah, he beat Kovalev twice in the amateurs. Obviously, you know, Crusher, he's got the good 1-2 proper amateur fighter, isn't it?
And we'll hit a move. You know, I can see Beterbiev continue streak, if I'm honest.
Yeah. He's been dropped a couple of times though. Yeah. So if Smith catches him, it could be over.
Is he a puncher like that?
Yeah. It's basically most of what he's got. Yeah.
It's another toss-up. To be fair, all these fights, they need to get made because right now, especially with boxing being compared to UFC so much right now, especially on social media, you need them 50-50 fights just all the time.
It'll be a free belt unification as well.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense not to make that fight.
Yeah. Hopefully they come through and you see it, innit?